Hello everybody, another real quick video. Just kind of wanted to show some of the slabs I picked up yesterday in Quartzsite at one of the Gem and Mineral shows. First piece is a slab of flowering tube onyx. Picked it up because this stuff is fairly rare. You don't see it for sale that much anymore. This one was interesting. It only had a little bit of the banding in a couple spots, but for the most part it's the flowering tubes. I paid $10 for this slab. Let's see what it looks like wet. Give you an idea when polished what this stuff looks like. Now you can see some pits in this and some fractures. This material is best backed or kind of put in a vacuum with like Opticon to stabilize it. The Opticon's kind of like a super glue, if you will, that basically seeps into all the cracks and crevices and pits and seals the stone up. And I'll probably do something like that before I work this piece because I can already see the pits and a couple fractures in it. But yeah, it's a really nice looking piece, and I could probably get 2 or 3 cabs out of that. And they always sell pretty quick, so I thought, why not? All right, next up I got another slab here. This is a slab of Moroccan banded agate. You can see the really tight white bands in this with the parallax or the shadow banding, if you will. It's got the quartz center and a little bit of a floater starting, and then you got the kind of moss or plumes around the edge. I paid $15 for this. Let me show you what it looks like wet. They're really translucent. And now look at the shadow banding. Yeah, that's going to produce a handful of really cool looking cabs. What I planned on doing was having like a wide end freeform cabs that go smaller into the quartz. So you kind of got that candy corn effect. And I'll get a handful out of this slab. It's really nice looking though. Couldn't resist. Okay, next up I got this piece of stick agate. No, this isn't Turkish stick agate, it's not Indonesian. This is actually Moroccan stick agate. This is not a great piece, but I like some of the colors and the formations in it where there's no fractures, but this has got a lot of fractures on this side, on this side. You can see them, but I can work around those. So yeah, I paid $23 for this slab. Let's see if I can't get it wet and show you what it looks like. So yeah, I think this will make me a handful of really nice looking cabochons. And I didn't pay that much for it. So that'll work out pretty nice. Alright. Okay, next up I got this. Now, the buyer told me that this was an extremely rare old school ocean jasper material. It is orbicular, but this is not ocean jasper, I don't believe. I believe this is more of a stuff from India. It's a Bloodstone, or the fancy jasper, kind of in between. This particular piece just happens to have some orbicular formations in it. Let me get this wet. But I really like the green color in this with the yellow orbs and the red orbs up here. You can see this is the typical Bloodstone look here. So yeah, I'm almost positive this is a Bloodstone from India. Now it's got a few pits, but they're not that bad. I'll probably just cab this as is and live with the pits. But yeah, it was a really nice looking piece. Again, couldn't help myself. Again, I think I paid 10 bucks for this slab. So you know, it's not ocean Jasper. If it was an old school ocean Jasper this size, it would have cost a lot more than 10 bucks. All right, next up I've got some, I think this is a Willow Creek Jasper. It's not real colorful for the most part, mostly creams, tans, but I love the different formations in it, the lines that are in this. Yeah. That's gonna make some really nice cabochons though. This stuff takes like a glass polish. And I really like the formations in this. Again, I think that was a windy river. And I believe this one also is a windy river. Not really getting these wet because they don't look much different wet. This has got some actual fractures that have to work around in it. Well, or I could risk having them in the finished piece. I don't think they would break. Like this one. That's an actual fracture there for sure. I don't know, I'll have to check. That's healed. This one might be healed. But again, this one's a little nicer. It's got a little more color in it. Well, apparently this was 75 bucks, but he gave it to me for 15. I think mostly because I know him and I buy some stuff off of him every year. So yeah, that was a pretty nice discount for this piece. And I'm positive I can make some gorgeous cabochons out of that one. Those are gonna be nice. Now, I've never worked the Willow Creek, but I've seen the finished pieces and they're nice. This is the Windy Mountain Jasper. And again, I've never worked this material, but it's translucent spots and it's really pretty wet. And it takes a really nice polish. So yeah, these are going to make really nice cabochons. So yeah, I wanted something new and different. And I got a few pieces this year at least. Yeah, can't wait to work some of this stuff. And I got 2 more pieces of that same material, just slightly different colors and patterns. Really cool looking though. It's not banded agate, it just looks like it's bands. Just real swirly looking the way it formed. And the last piece, big old piece, similar to the last one, but some darker pinks at the top. This material kind of reminds me of Rolling Hills Dolomite, except this is definitely a Jasper. It's like a 6.5. on the hardness scale, whereas the Rolling Hills is a true dolomite and is really soft. A lot harder to work with in my opinion, and this stuff takes a much better polish. So again, can't wait to work some of this and see what the cabs look like. All right, well, that's all the slabs that I got yesterday. Just wanted to show them, see what you guys think. I'll definitely do a follow-up video on some of these with cabochons and see how they come out. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.